We saw Serie A clubs voting to cut first-team wages by a sixth, and what a response we saw from the Players' Union. This is what the Vice President Umberto Calagno had to say. It's a disgraceful and inadmissible proposal. It's clear that they only want the players to pay for any damage caused by the crisis. Well, we welcome Gab Marcotti to the show. Now, Gab, that's quite a statement.
Yeah, it's actually what the owners actually voted on or decided on amongst themselves is that they were going to cut the wages by a third. So they were going to remove 4 months' wages and then give 2 of those months back if play resumes. So it could have been as much as a third, somewhere between 1/6 and a third. Ultimately, would be the cuts involved. Now. Remember, the league doesn't get to decide this unilaterally. That's why there's a players' union, and they agreed this amongst themselves, and they said, okay, yeah, this is the deal. But the Players Association today, as you mentioned there, Umberto, the vice president, responding that this is pretty disgraceful because we haven't talked about this, we haven't negotiated it. You're trying to make us bear the brunt of it. You can't just go and announce something before it's agreed upon. But take it for what it is. It's the club's taking, I think, quite a hard line vis-a-vis the players. If they don't get a deal done, what's going to happen, and remember this has already happened with Juventus, is that clubs are going to end up negotiating individually with their players to find some sort of resolution rather than getting into this collective bargaining.
We've discussed it, haven't we, already, the fallout in the UK regarding some of the response against the players. Has that been mirrored in Italy as well, Gab?
I think there's been less of a response against the players per se, because the players in Italy have always been very clear about the fact that they're willing to take a wage cut, they're willing to defer wages. But in the same way as they've done in the UK, they've said, well, hang on a minute. Let us see all the books. Let us see all the numbers. Show us what you're going to use that money for. And whereas here in England, obviously, it's a different situation because you have many more profitable clubs. A lot of players in Italy are saying, look, we're willing to take a pay cut to help other clubs stay afloat, the clubs that need it, to help ensure that non-playing staff keep their jobs and whatnot. But we're not going to take a cut just so that owners can go and get a benefit out of it. So we're going to want more assurances. And that whole side of the conversation hasn't been broached yet. My guess is, as is likely to happen in Spain, they're going to have to go and reach individual deals club by club.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.